for sure blood in the water. I don't know if it's mine or if it's someone else's, but we're fucking bleeding. I know that. Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Byron Ovenstone. For those of you who've been here before, thank you for coming back. Dick punches are inevitable. Not gonna lie to you. There is seasons across this game called life. I mean, we have summer, winter, autumn, spring for a reason, right? So if the entire globe functions and buys into that concept, what makes you think your life would be any different? So we had a good summer. And I'm talking from my perspective now personally, had a good summer, and now we're going into like a little bit of a winter. We're taking some dick punches. One of my income streams got cut by 85%. I don't know about you, but anytime any kind of income stream takes that kind of hit, it hurts. Kind of punches you in the balls a little bit, takes a couple throat punches, and you're like, fuck, dude, this is rough. And that's where we're at. So it's easy to wallow and be miserable and be like, oh, poor me. But remember, summer was just not that long ago. It was just back then. And now, yes, we've taken a dick punch, but the concept that I want you guys to wrap your head around is this, that when you understand that these things are inevitable, you're going to have the ups and downs, you're going to have the ebbs and the flows, you start preparing for them. So in the summertime, you start making way so that when winter does strike, you're not so fucked. And then in the winter time, you double down and you just do whatever the fuck it takes to get your ass out of winter as soon as possible. Because obviously the longer you stay in there, the more horrible shit gets. In this specific concept, I don't want to be having an 85% pay cut for a very long time. So it's a case of me now doubling down, figuring out, okay, how do you get resourceful as hell? How do we start generating more income and more money ASAP to fill that void so that we can go back to living normal? And that's pretty much the concept, something that I've done for a very long time. But at the same time, every single time when winter comes, the variables change just a little bit. Things get a little bit more different. The way that you source your money becomes a little bit more different. And this is the importance of having books, reading, listening to podcasts, having mentors, having coaches, having a good circle of people around you to where you can go, hey man, I'm experiencing this. What would you do in this situation? And they're like, oh, just do this. Boom, 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 boom. And they run the play for you. And you're like, oh shit. Okay, that's easy enough to do. I can do that. And then you run that play. And if it works, great. Winter comes to an end abruptly. If it doesn't work, hey, so-and-so, I ran your play. This is where I'm running into some resistance. What do you think? Oh, okay, do this and that instead. Boom. Run the play, win the end. Right? There is no life is not this upward trajectory of just awesomeness where you just keep going forever and ever and ever and everything is just sunshine and rainbows for the rest of time. Life is like the stock market. It's going to do this. As long as you're trending up, that's good times. As long as you're on a trend where you're making higher highs and higher lows, that's good times. But sometimes you're just going to take a real filthy dick punch where it's going to make you start asking some pretty tough questions about yourself, whether this game for life is even for you, whether you're in the right space, whether you're even doing the right thing. All of these things have been going through my head for a minute now, good couple weeks, where I'm like, fuck, dude, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I'm in the wrong space. But then we circle back to your why, your vision, your mission, your mindset, and you understand that, dude, you set out to help 1 million people. That's not Mickey Mouse shit. That's a pretty big ask. That's pretty out there. So did you truly believe that over the course of your lifetime, you're not going to have some fucking downs? You're not going to take some dick punches? You're not going to have some resistance? If it was easy, everyone would do it, right? And you use that cliche old saying, but that's the reality. Guys, think about this. Like, I don't give a fuck whether you're religious or not. I'm not overly religious. I find it hard to wrap my head around this concept that if I don't believe in a specific God, I'm going to hell or I'm dying or whatever the case might be, and there's no redemption for me. I just have a hard time with that, but this is not a fucking religious post. I just feel like if you're a good person, good things happen and you go to good places after you die. If you're a bad person, bad places, regardless of who you believe in or the methodology that you follow. As long as you do good and you leave everyone better than you found them, you're in a good spot. That's my headspace anyway. But for a second, let's talk about fucking good old Jesus, right? Even he had haters. Even he had fucking winters where dudes literally put him on a goddamn cross and buried him. Dude, so who the fuck are you to be so goddamn arrogant to think that you're not going to have some kind of resistance? You're not going to have some haters. You're not going to have life just going, hey you, how bad you want this shit? Let me test you. Let me see the lengths you're prepared to go to. Are you prepared to fucking hunker down and get shit done? Or are you going to fold and pick up a 9 to 5 and fucking do whatever that shit takes? Are you going to go all in and be the guy you constantly say you are? Or are you going to fold and be a fucking pussy like everyone else? Guys, even fucking the good old dude named Jesus, he had a rough time. He took some dick punches. If he can do it, you can do it. It's like, hey man, he had a big calling too. It was worth it for him. It's worth it for me. So once you guys start wrapping your head around these kind of concepts and you get to a point where you're just like, hey man, this is part of the fucking process. I have to go through this. This gets me from where I am now to where I want to be. I want to be over there. Dude, I don't know about you, but helping 1 million people is a lot of fucking people. I stood in front of a room of 700 not that long ago, and that was a lot. That was a fucking lot. 1 million is a shit ton more. So a little bit of winter, 85% pay cut here, a dick punch there, a throat punch there, gut punch over that way, couple more pay cuts over here and there, and revamping entire organizations and remodeling and blah, 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 blah. It's part of the fucking process. It's part of being an adult. It's part of being a man. It's part of doing what you need to do to get the job done. That's it. So please, 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 the amount of people that I speak to and the guys are like, oh, dude, this fitness thing's not for me. I've tried my nutrition for a week and nothing happened, so I'm going to quit and just go back to my old ways. Really? A week? A week is the amount of time you give it before you fucking quit? No wonder you've not achieved anything in life. No wonder you have nothing to write home about in life. Bro, if the longest time you're able to commit to anything is for a week, and then your sellout price is the price of a goddamn Happy Meal, no wonder your life sucks. No wonder you're having a tough time. No wonder, you just don't get anything from this game called life. The vision, the mission, the core values, the mindset, and all of that shit that you dream of on your fucking vision boards over there. No wonder they don't become a reality, because you fold like wet toilet paper. Of course you don't deserve that shit. You're supposed to be able to take hits. Think about this for a second. You walk into the octagon, like the UFC. Both dudes in there are head to head, winner takes all. Life is the same. It's just not as fucking bloody, although it can be. I feel like it's pretty fucking bloody right now. There's for sure blood in the water. I don't know if it's mine or if it's someone else's, but we're fucking bleeding. I know that. But the point is, it's like player versus player, man. It is what it is. And you're bound to have your winter seasons, and you just got to take it like a champ. You got to take that hit on the chin and keep moving forward. Because if you can't, you just told life that this is where you belong. Hey man, I'm just good here. That's it. This is as good as it gets for me. Take an 85% pay cuts and we just sit here. Mediocre. It's not good enough for me. I'm going to come out the back of this and fucking 500% my income and my growth. Watch. Why shouldn't I? Why should I not? Every single lesson that I'm learning right now, I can implement and scale in an aggressive manner. Why should I not 500x from here? Why should I not 5,000x from here? That's the mindset you got to get into. As long as I got higher highs and higher lows, my trajectory is on the way up, we're winning. Good times. If you're on the way down, bad times. That means you stopped learning, you stopped investing in yourself, you stopped growing, you stopped hiring mentors, you stopped coaching. You basically just, at this point, you're just going with the flow. Only dead fish go with the flow, motherfucker. Cut that shit out immediately. Figure out what it is you want from this game called life, reverse engineer that process and go all in. And expect winter to come. Just like good old Game of Thrones, winter is coming. Cool. Bring it, bitch. I'll play. I'm not scared of the snow. And then once you come out the other side, you utilize the skill set that you've learned and you carry it through. And now your summer gets even better and your highs get even higher. And again, like the stock market, you just trend up and up and up and up and up. But if you quit, if you roll over and you're like, this is it, as good as it gets for me, fuck it, I took an 85% pay cut, you get scared and you go pick up a 9 to 5 or you go and do some other stupid shit, that's where you belong. It's what you've told life. I belong here now. That's where you stay. It's as good as life gets for you. This is not as good as life gets for me, I know that. So regardless how many dick punches I take, and it's been a minute, we've taken a good few, I will keep moving forward. I will keep doing the work. I'll keep waking up at fucking 2:30 in the morning, running the goddamn play. Because it's what I know how to do. And I know that at some points we'll come out the other side and we'll be better for it. Especially if I'm learning every single day. If I'm implementing the shit that I'm practicing, that I'm preaching, that I'm learning from all these fucking books, these podcasts, these business guys that I get to connect with. And that's how you win. Not by hitting the pause or the stop button. Because life keeps going. This is not the fucking movie Click where you just get to push the pause button and take a breath. No. Life keeps moving. If you stop, you get left behind. So keep moving forward. Keep doing the fucking work. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Quitting won't get me anywhere faster. Other than all the places I don't want to be. Fueled with vices, miserable, depressed, anxious, suicidal. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So we're in. We're doing the work. We get the results and we take it from there. So if you're in winter, understand that winter will come to an end too, just like your summer did. But you can time collapse the shit out of that if you leverage the fuck out of your ecosystem, your network. You read some books. What most people do as soon as they go into winter is they hunker down and they get scared. And they don't practice anything. They don't learn anything new. They don't work on themselves in any way, shape, or form. They take no fucking risks whatsoever. And what happens? They make winter last longer because they stay in the same fucking place. You have a choice. You're in winter, bro. Attack the fuck out of winter and make it piss off. Or just ride it out and let it beat the shit out of you for longer. There's an analogy, and I don't know how true this is. I'm not a fucking buffalo farmer, I'm not a bison farmer, and I'm definitely sure as fuck not a cattle farmer. But there's this analogy that says that when it starts to rain, cows run away from the storm. So the storm and them pretty much go together so that the cows end up in the storm for longer. And then the analogy says that the bison run towards the storm. If they run towards the storm, they get through that storm significantly faster. If that is true, I choose to be a bison. I don't want to be in the rain for too fucking long. I want to be out the other side and experiencing summer again and sunshine. You should do the same. So if you are in winter, what the fuck are you doing about it? What work are you putting into play? How are you showing up for you first? How are you pouring into your own cup? What skills are you learning and developing? How are you getting out of your own way? These are all questions you should be asking yourself. What book can I read? What connection can I have? There's a fucking insanely wealthy individual. His name is Mr. Ed Milet. And he talks about the one more theory. What one more phone call could change my life? What one more book could change my life? What one more connection? What one more this, one more that? Could I do one more thing today? Run that play. Winter is inevitable. It's how long you stay there. That's up to you. I choose to be here for as short as fucking possible, and I highly suggest you do the same. So stack some wins, get out of your own way, hire yourself a coach, get yourself some mentors, get yourself an elevated circle, and get winter done with sooner rather than later, and then get back into summer where you're reaping rewards. That is how you live a good life. That's how you don't have to look back and go, oh, fucking, what was that old saying that they used to use, T for T, or take me back fucking Thursdays, or whatever that bullshit was. Nah, bro, I'm heading forward. Every year on year, my life gets better. I run that play. I don't ever want to look back and go, oh, remember when? Oh, that holiday was so nice, I wish we could do that again. Fuck that. Oh, that holiday was nice, this time we're going to go and do this and we're going to make it even better. Every time. That's my mindset. I'm determined to win. So what could you possibly do for the rest of this year to give yourself the most opportunity to be a fucking savage January 1, 2024? How could you get out of your own way? What steps could you put in play? What skills could you learn to shorten this winter and start the new year at fucking 25,000 miles an hour? That's my challenge to you. That's my task to you. Get it done. Please like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers for now.